This is definitely Char's bed, but everything looks so new. None of this feels right.
Well, tickle me pink. This is the first time anyone stopped by this house in over a decade.
I'm not Char. I realistically haven't been in a long time. And I'm not from this world. My name's William. How is any of this even possible?
This is our home. This has always been our home.
I know I stand in line until you think you have the time to spend an evening with me. And if we go someplace to dance, I know that there's a chance you won't be leaving with me. Then afterwards we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you.
Don't get me wrong. There's a part of me that's honestly really happy to be back. Being here, seeing the same house I used to make videos at, all these great memories I made with the guys. They were some of my best friends growing up. And there's a lot I can look back on and smile and laugh at. We all had this dream of making Lawless work. I genuinely miss that. But this isn't my life anymore. I have a job now. I have people that need me.
Ain't it funny? All that growing up, and you still ended up right back here. Home's got a way of keeping its hold on you, Char. Some places don't know how to let go. Even when you think you're done with them, they still got something that needs doing. Hey, if you really want to get out of here, I'm not going to stop you. But if you ask me, looks like this world's the one that needs you now.
I'm sorry. I'm just not Char anymore. Maybe in a different life, I'd be equipped to handle this. But I've got my own obligations to take care of. And this is a home that doesn't exist anymore. The guys, they're not even here. They haven't been in a long time. Maybe I can stay for a little while, but I need to know I have some sort of way out of here. Now, if I remember right, we added this teleporter because we needed an on-camera way to move to different environments. There's only so many ideas you can execute in the same house over and over again. And that's where Steven was great at. He was our creative guy. He always came up with brand new adventures, different places for us to explore. Whatever he thought of, I'd try my best to support him. We played off each other like magic. Shit. We even had the exact same birthday. Like fate wanted us to work together. He always had ideas, and he always kept this place alive. But now, it's just me. And the echoes of what was. Hey. I'm a gunner's mate, not a bloody rocket scientist. I worked on Mark 38s, but this hunk of junk, the interior is infested with cobwebs, cables are exposed and jumbled up. We literally have a doorknob sticking out of this fucker, and a PlayStation 2 controller. I don't even know where to start. I don't even think this is functional. Fuck it. I'll figure this shit out later. I mean, I guess I gotta look at things logically here. There's no real rush for me to get home. Because even when I do, how am I supposed to explain to my division that after a night of drinking a couple beers, watching old YouTube videos, I woke up in the fucking house I built as a 12-year-old in fucking Roblox? Alright, that's utter insanity. There is no person on planet Earth that is going to buy that excuse. Maybe I can get the hobo here to rough me up a little bit, give me some bruises. Then when I get back, I can pretend I was kidnapped or something. Because, no matter how you look at this situation, this isn't my fault. I'm not skipping work. I'm literally trapped here. I tried to get back home, but I'm working with a pile of fucking junk. A console that came out of Imagination Land. This isn't my fault. And realistically, I've been needing a vacation. So I might as well enjoy my time here.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. But when I see you hanging about with anyone, it's not unusual to see me cry. I wanna die. It's not unusual to go out at any time. But when I see you out and about, it's such a crime. If you should ever wanna be loved by anyone.
Who am I kidding? This ain't the same without the guys.
Sure. I was wondering when you'd get tired of dancing around like a deranged chicken.
Why don't you crawl back into your fucking garbage can? Can't blame me for trying to have a little fun around here.
Well, I got a little favor to ask. If you're not too hungover on that witch juice.
Alright, I'll bite. What kind of favor?
Ain't been no good reception in this place lately. Think the antenna's shot to hell. Figure now that I've got you here, we can try to fix the piece of junk and catch something on TV tonight, but that antenna ain't reachable without a ladder. There should be one in the shed out back. Think you could fetch it for me, Char?
Yeah, sure. I can grab it for you.
Good man. Just don't take too long in there, all right? Wouldn't want to leave you out there after dark.
Well, here it is. Now I can, complete this little fetch quest the fucking hobo sent me on. For a ladder. We didn't have a shed like this back in the old house. Just never crossed my mind to put something like that back there. I don't know what it is about this building, but I'm kind of dreading going inside. Might as well get it over with. There's a box that has Jordan's username on it. This must be some of her belongings from when she visited the house. I guess this is a sack for the vegetables outside. It's from the old Lawless Facebook page. Congratulations to the newest moderators of the Lawless website, Ms. Enigma and Rainbow Tears. This was a whole decade ago. Yeah. The website, was a big part of our community, honestly. It was how we all talked. We had forums, could make accounts and message each other. It was our base of operations, outside of Roblox, before Discord was a thing. Realized as the community was growing, as I wanted to get more and more people involved in Lawless, I needed to take on more moderators, Because, the four of us were admins, but while we were making content, we can't always be on the website, and we had to have people that were actually dedicated to the community and wanting to see it succeed. And Jordan, Hillary, they were both very dedicated, both very active, and I'm glad I took them on. I think if Enigma was still around, she'd probably be really happy to see what this house has become. She was our biggest fucking cheerleader. We always made it a point to say hi to her in our videos, in our credits. She watched every episode we put out, even though they were pretty much unwatchable, being real. Oh, these are the old, our costumes from the Scythe. Those little figures. Got Kenny and Ness, Ezio. Never really got to figure out what Auntie was. If I ever get to talk to him again, I'll have to ask him. I think it was just some sort of ice elemental. Here's Rob's hat. And his jacket. We're kind of like cartoon characters in a way, wearing the same outfits over and over again. Except for Poopy. Like, he had a new outfit pretty much every single episode. This is a drawing someone made of one of his old characters. It's Snakey around his neck. Snakey was pretty consistent in his avatars. Always had that green snake around his neck. I guess this is the ladder right here. But it's a step ladder. Figure he should be more specific. This is a ladder that you step on, right? Ladders, typically, you put them up against the wall and you're climbing up the rungs. This you can actually stand up and step on.
One narrow-minded cultural assumption later.
Son of a gun! Char actually managed to tinker that doohickey back into place. I used to love this show back in the day. Archie Bunker's place. He ain't the same man from All in the Family. But he's still trying to live in that old world. The heart of the story packed up and left, but the camera kept rolling. Sounds kind of familiar. A lot of people used to hate that they got rid of the singing. They don't get it. Sometimes a song ain't just a song. It's a reminder of who you were, who you lost.
It wasn't supposed to be like this, I was supposed to be the first one to go. I always used to kid you. Are you going first? I never meant none of that.
I never got a chance to properly thank you. I was too young and too dumb to realize the light you brought into my life. I know I was only 15, but I never saw a point to living. I felt like a stranger in my own home, always quiet, always distant, even from my friends. Lawless was the one dream I thought I could hold on to, and I couldn't even do that right. But you, every time I ended up in the hospital, you were still there. You never stopped believing in me. You took care of the community when I couldn't. When I was gone, you held it together. You showed me unconditional love. Even when we drifted apart, even when I ruined things between us, you still stood by me as a friend. I didn't deserve that, but you gave it anyway. After Lawless fizzled out, you didn't. You still found ways to help people, to make the world a better place. You dedicated, threw yourself to a career in mental health because you wanted to help kids who were abused and forgotten. But the place you worked at, you gave them everything and they gave you nothing back. Burned you out until there was nothing left. Sometimes I think you never really learned how to take care of yourself because you were too busy helping everyone else. I wish I could have been there for you, the way you were always there for me and for so many of us. I never got to say goodbye. Facebook pinged me on your birthday, and all I saw was a wall of rest in peace messages from all the lives you've touched. I'm sorry, Jordan. I'm sorry I didn't tell you how much you meant to all of us. You didn't deserve this.
I'll tell you something, Char. Being here might hurt like hell, but it's all a part of the process. Grief is love that's got nowhere left to go. You remember Enigma like she's still breathing. You remember your friends like they're still here. You're just like Archie Bunker. You can't always shut the world out, because one day it'll crawl out of the ground when you least expect it.
I pass the time, relive these moments while they're still in my head. They fade into silence. Guess this is my own way of coping. It's better than hiding. God, I'm really trying. So now that you're gone, I'll count the days and all of the words I didn't say to make you believe that you